Hello everyone, and welcome to my next video for the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, in which I am going to be taking on the Abyss Perfectum 6th Stratum Part 6, and this time round I am going to be using my Garnet team. I'm going in with Garnet and Selphie, and honestly with those two, like, Selphie and Garnet together should be freaking illegal because of how they work, and it really does not matter what freaking potato you have in the third position, because they are just going to get absolutely carried and they're going to look amazing regardless of who they are. It's like when fucking God Emperor Saz came over to Global early, right? Like, he just made anyone look good. It's pretty much the same situation here with Garnet. I'm going in with Alisaie purely and simply because I like her playstyle, I like her animations, I think she's a lot of fun. You can probably use Machina if you want it to be even more overkill than like this already is. But this is a team that I'm going with. So there are two stipulations that you do have to bear in mind on this stage. The first is that the way to control the orb is to deal 5 or more HP dumps in a single turn, so in a single action. Now, launching is included in this, so Selphie obviously makes it a lot easier. We don't have a problem with HP dumps in this team. Garnet has 4 on her LD, Alisaie has 5 on her Redoublement, she has 4 on her EX, and she has 6 on her LD. So you're absolutely not going to run into any orb troubles. Just make sure that whoever you have on the team, you can do at least like 3 HP dumps and then like 2 launch follow-ups, and you're probably going to be fine. If you have Reigns, you know, he's going to do it as well. And at least this boss doesn't become immune to launching like fucking the last one did on part 5, which is arguably even more obnoxious than this quest. However, there is a second stipulation. The adds on the side must be reduced to below 50% health periodically if you don't want to get instantly destroyed, because at certain HP thresholds, I think it's like 79% and like 49% and so on, and 29, the boss is going to order its mummies to do a sacrificial attack. And if you don't have them below 50% health at that point, you're going to eat aloof any orb attack. You're going to get full dispelled and set directly to 0 HP. Do not pass go, do not collect £200, so definitely bear that in mind. Just as a side note though, I did actually fuck up on this once before, and I got killed by the instant kill attack, but the full dispel did not dispel Garnet's golden framed buff, so that's kind of cool. Not that it mattered because we still died, but anyway. I brought Wall along because the boss also does an AoE Brave HP attack called Ancient Stomp, and it just makes it that much. You don't have to worry about it. You can probably survive it with Selphie alone, to be honest, but it just makes it even easier, you know, to not worry about. So, without further ado, let's dive into it. As long as you keep the mummies at decent HP levels and you make sure to launch the right one at the right time, you're just absolutely not going to have a problem. So, like, I mean, honestly, Selphie is pretty disgusting as far as LD characters go. Like, she's not as bad as Garnet, right? Like, she's not a Garnet, but she's still very strong. Like, a debuff that makes enemies guaranteed launchable is bad enough by itself. But not only does it make enemies guaranteed launchable, it also batteries you based on HP damage dealt, and I'm pretty sure you get batteried during mid-air as well. So like it's extreme. But at least level 80 Selphie has like some pretense of balance by the fact that the debuff does tick down on the enemies. Let me just get up there the burst effect. But yeah, the debuff does tick down on the enemies every time you launch them. So she has some semblance of balance in that respect. But level 90 Selphie is a mistake because that debuff no longer wears out. Like, so you can literally just bring along your own Selphie, toss the debuff on the enemies, swap her out for like something like a fucking Ramza, and then just absolutely nuke the shit out of the boss. With a debuff that will never expire even outside of burst phase, that just makes it guaranteed launchable. And then when you have these kinds of batteries happening on after everyone's turn, you know, thanks to Garnet just being like insanely broken, then what more do I need to say? You know, I guess there's a reason that they call this era of the game garbage time. I guess it well and truly is. Okay, so the boss's orb is getting rather spicy at the moment, and its HP is also going to drop pretty soon if I'm not careful. So Like, she has her LD ready, she has her EX ready, but I'm honestly probably just going to. I'm gonna put up my my shields here on A, just like my regular basic bit shield, and then I'm gonna LD straight away onto the boss. And that's hopefully reduced the odds below 50% health, which it has. Love to see it, so we're safe for this threshold. So yeah, this happens. If the odds are not below 50% health when that happens, you're pretty much fucked. Like, that's just how it goes. And then it follows up with this ancient stomp attack. So as long as you control the adds health, where you're generally good to go. What do I even do here? Screw it. Yeah, I'll use LD. Let's get the HP damage debuff on everyone. Get some launch action on the adds at the side. Just to control their health. Don't want to be we don't want to end up in a precarious position for no reason. Yeah, honestly, I'm probably just going to go into the summon at this point. This Alisaie Brave gains when she attacks though. Fucking like 24,000 per hit. No reason not to just press LD, to be honest. Let's keep it going. Okay, we are completely fine. Absolutely fair and balanced. So I'm just going to Holy Prayer here to set up to go into my burst phase, which I absolutely need, obviously, you know. Like, I really need to use that burst phase. There we go. No problem. And you can do whatever the fuck stop attack you want. Very, very cute. All right, you finished? Okay, good. It's time to end it. Not too much of a showing from Alisaie here, but those launches were pretty sweet during E3. I can't deny that. I'm really not sure about Garnet's burst music. Like, I guess the obvious choice would have been something like Song of Memories, for example. But at least one thing you can say is that having it on this, even though it does kind of tend to get a bit repetitive and sort of loop over and over, it does drive home the fact that she is definitely the destroyer of worlds at this point. I'm really looking forward to seeing how she performs during the Force era, to be honest, because it almost feels like the same way that Aranea was kind of like balanced towards late Chaos, early Lufenia. It feels like this version of Garnet is definitely more tuned towards the Force era, so like, I wonder when she's going to get her Force enhancement boards. Like, I don't know, will they delay them, like, for a long time, or will they give them to Global early? Like, I'm not sure how they're going to play that, but that's going to be interesting to find out either way. Well, definitely a rip to Big Mummy Boss Man over there. Nice shonky angle for Alexander there. Alright, well, that is going to be another demonstration of the near-apocalyptic power that our global first burst user has. And I'm going to be coming back to this a little bit later with a different team comp. So for the time being, I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Until then, take care, and goodbye.